Today is the 4-month mark of my hair loss regimen using FINASTERIDE Minoxidil and Derma Rolling to regrow my hair. Do you remember this video? Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to regrow your hair if you're balding like I am. Well, that was me 4 months ago. So I've managed to regrow my hair from this to this in a matter of only 4 months and still counting. Although this hair loss regimen is only a temporary solution to hair loss, it has proven to be very effective for many people who've used it. For this you'll need FINASTERIDE, and FINASTERIDE you can get prescribed by your doctor. It's a 1 milligram tablet that you take once every day. Also need minoxidil, a 5% topical solution that you can get over the counter at your local pharmacy. This you will apply in the morning and at night, so twice a day. And then last but definitely not least, the Derma Roller. The Derma Roller you can order online and you will use it once every week. I've made videos on this, so you can have a look on my profile on YouTube and you will find how to use all of these products. So you're probably wondering why I've decided to grow out my hair. For me personally, the first 2 months of using this hair loss regimen are the worst because you will experience a lot of shedding, or in my case the first 2 months. For some people the shedding can last longer, but for me I noticed that the shedding stopped after 2 months, in which case it would be okay to grow it out without seeing the crown and the temples very exposed. Also, I want to show you guys that you can have long hair with this hair loss regimen. Therefore, I'm growing out the top, still keeping the sides tidy. Although, which I will show you later, my hair is not perfect right now at the 4-month mark. Growing out my hair has allowed me to cover those areas that are still weak, such as my crown. On top of that, I asked you guys in the community section on YouTube whether or not you'd want me to keep my hair short or if I should grow it out. And the majority of you guys voted for me to grow it out. Also, I think it's only fair to myself that I grow it out because there's no point in being on this regimen without growing out my hair, because then I might as well just be bald. So here are some photos of what my hair looks like when it's grown out, and this is what I'm aiming to recreate with this hair loss regimen. That being said, at the 4-month mark, my hair is not perfect still. There are some areas such as the temples and the crown, and if you're suffering from male pattern baldness, you know that you're either affected by the temples, crown, or both. And in my case, it's both. When my hair is wet, such as when I jump out the shower or apply minoxidil, my weak areas are still exposed. Because when your hair is wet, your hair strands stick together, which makes your scalp more exposed. And it's still in those areas that experience male pattern baldness that are exposed when my hair is wet. I want to be 100% honest and transparent with you guys, so although this is not terrible, it still is a bit shitty, but then again, I'm only at the 4-month mark, so I've seen a lot of the hair reversal, but a lot of my hair is yet to regrow. So I'm hoping that with minoxidil, the FINASTERIDE, the Derma Rolling, if I just keep that schedule tight, I think at the 1-year mark, it's gonna look really, really good. So it's very promising at the moment, but of course it's not perfect. It just shows that it has a lot of potential. A lot of people are wondering about FINASTERIDE and its impact on the overall gym experience, such as muscle growth, strength, fat burning, etc. For me personally, I haven't noticed a change since I began taking FINASTERIDE, but to be completely honest with you, before I took FINASTERIDE, I didn't work out for the past maybe 3 months due to an illness, so for me I couldn't really notice like a day and night change. However, since beginning to take FINASTERIDE, I'm now going to the gym 5 days a week. I've personally noticed that I'm gaining a lot of weight, a lot of muscle growth, my strength is improving, and I'm not noticing those side effects which some claim there are with using FINASTERIDE. And since last month, I didn't tell you guys because I wanted to try it out before I decided whether I would continue or not, but I've been on creatine. So it's creatine monohydrate, and I've been on that for about a month now, which, if you're familiar with creatine and hair loss and FINASTERIDE and DHT, you know that creatine helps the body to promote DHT, which is what we're trying to diminish with using FINASTERIDE. However, because FINASTERIDE reduces so much of DHT in the body, I think balancing that with a little bit of creatine and promoting more DHT in the system is not necessarily bad. As long as it doesn't negatively affect my hair loss, I'm gonna continue to use it because it has so many benefits for working out, but also for cognitive function. If you're wondering about washing your hair with shampoo, I still don't use shampoo for my hair. I just wash it with warm and cold water. This may change as I'm seeing a little bit more flakiness right now as my hair grows longer. However, I can get away with it by massaging my scalp as I rinse water over it. As I said, this may change in the future. A lot of you guys are using ketoconazole shampoo, which is great if it works for you. My personal advice and recommendation is that you should use as little shampoo and conditioner as possible because it's not natural, and I know the hair loss regimen is not natural either, but I'm of the philosophy that as close to natural is the best. Call me a hypocrite, but washing your hair with water is one of those things that I like to do. Also because we have so many good essential oils in our scalp that we just don't want to get rid of. And one last thing I want to talk to you guys about today is that even though I'm growing out my hair, I still have this small voice inside my head that tells me that I should shave it all off and just go bald. I'm so thankful if you've been on this journey with me this entire time and you're following along, and maybe you're also using this medication because you've seen me doing it and you felt inspired, or maybe you were on it but you've used these videos just as, you know, motivation. I'm not saying I'm gonna quit medication, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that that's something I'm going through. I go on YouTube, I go on Pinterest, and I'm searching up, you know, scalp micropigmentation. I'm looking up the legends who are bald. I'm checking them out on Pinterest and YouTube, and I'm like, you know what, I don't look too bad being bald. Adding to the previous point with coming as close to natural as possible, for me it would be ideal not to use any medication at all. Also because I want to be fine just the way I am. From a spiritual standpoint, that obviously hair is not for me, otherwise it wouldn't be taken away from me. So then why am I trying to hold on to something that's not for me to have? I still love my hair, I'm still gonna go through this, but I still have this little voice inside my head that's telling me, you know, Vic, maybe you should get off medication. And I just want to share that with you guys. Maybe you guys experience that as well. It's tough because if I stop taking medication, I will lose, because then I will want to have my hair back. And if I stay on medication, that little voice is just going to tell me, but Victor, you should get off medication. The mistake I did last time was that little voice won, and I shaved it all off and I stopped taking medication. Great exercise for me, obviously, but this time around, I'm gonna let that voice talk to me a little bit longer before I make a decision. Alright guys, that concludes the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it somewhat useful, and I shall see you in the next one.